Vista Unified School District has a high minority population, and more than 60% of our children are particularly challenged. Their families are challenged. It also has a lot of children who qualify for Title I support, which is an indicator of socioeconomic status. 97% of the children at all elementary school qualify for free and reduced lunch, which is a socioeconomic level that indicates they live below poverty line. And so that means that free and reduced lunches are served to our children, and also the fact that 95% of the children are minority children in this school. And 71% of those children are English language learners, children who are struggling to learn the language, as well as their parents. And so it's that challenge that the principal, the teachers, and the support staff have shown that we can overcome those challenges with providing children those opportunities for success.
Vista Unified School District is on PI status number 2, which means we're a program improvement district. 11 of our schools are the lowest in the state. There are 38 schools in North County who are below proficiency, and 11 of them happen to belong to us. We were desperate to find a way to turn student achievement around, to eliminate the excuses, and to show students, their parents, the community, and indeed the entire state that children can learn. So Success Maker provided us with an additional tool to say, these kids can do it. It is about the time, it is about the delivery, it is about the opportunity for children to be able to use all of their skills and to enhance their skills through computer-assisted learning.
You know, the classroom teacher has, I think, the most struggling job in making sure that they are individualizing instruction for each and every child in that classroom, and when they have different levels of children, from children that are beyond their grade to children that are 3 years below, you know, for example, that it's very difficult for that classroom teacher to make sure every single child in that classroom is getting the skills that they need to move on.
At Olive Elementary School, there are so many wonderful stories about children and their parents that it is one child at a time, and it's a belief in every child. It doesn't matter the background. We believe that, and they're making it happen.
So what Success Maker does for our teachers at our school site is when that child goes into that computer, it sets where that child is, and then every time that child logs into that computer, it gives them problems at their skills and helps them move beyond. But it gives that classroom teacher reports back so that classroom teacher can see where that child is struggling, and that the teacher pulls them aside in their classroom and gives them extra support in those skills that they need.
The students love it because it is on a computer, and it's real-time feedback. It is on a modality that they understand and that they appreciate. Children are fearless when it comes to using technology. They love it. They can't get enough of it, and while they're learning and mastering skills, they are actually having fun while they do it.
As they're using the program in the lab, I have taught my students to use a journal where they come across problems, they write those problems down in a journal, and I take their journal work back into the classroom and I conduct an open forum, an open discussion, and I go, boys and girls, what are we having problems with in Success Maker? And what I do is I incorporate those problems directly into the classroom right then and there to solve that problem, but also to open up our hardcore-based math book and go, okay, we're working on a multiplication problem, let's find it in that math book and let's work on it right now, so when you go back into Success Maker, you can solve that problem and move on.
If students continue to have difficulty in a particular area in a program, you are able to focus in on that standard, and we're able to print out worksheets, practice sheets for students, and they can take those practice sheets home. And we can communicate with parents with student reports about how their students are progressing through Success Maker, and those parents will know why we're sending those worksheets home, and understand that this is a prescriptive intervention for this child because this is what the child needs.
You will be really amazed. You will see incredible interventions taking place at that school. And that is a school that is also a Reading First school. That school made their AYP last year, and it's a significant acknowledgement to make because that is really something to celebrate.
Last school year, we were the highest growth district on our API. API measures, it looks at all of the demographics, and they look at similar schools, and we were the highest growth with our demographics in the state of California.
If they make their API and their AYP one more year, they move out of program improvement status.
And when we took the state assessments, we came back after we got the results back, and we could see where were we expecting the children to fall, and it correlated pretty well with what we were expecting with what the students' gains were on Success Maker. So we're envisioning that this school year we are seeing that on average our students have gained absolutely more than a year. We're looking at a year and a half into reading for every child. Some students, take longer. Some students have gained way more than, even 2 years. So that's pretty exciting because what we try to do at Olive, we're trying to fill in the gaps.
Success Maker is very easily tied to the way things look on the California Achievement Test. And so when kids go in and it's a multiple choice kind of thing, and they have to choose the answers, that's very similar to the way and the language that's used on the achievement test. So kids are getting experience on a daily basis how that looks and how to choose the right answer. So we are constantly looking for ways to improve instruction and to do it in a way that will be efficient, research-based, get the job done, and Success Maker is really one of those things that is showing over time that it is absolutely doing what we have hoped it would do.
Our district has a little math benchmark. It's comparable to the CST for second grade, and my class got 80% average. And so there were some that were 97%, and some that were struggling a little bit more, but the average of my class with math they're very high. They're very high in math, and I think just that daily looking at the scores and really being a part of that and getting that immediate feedback, not only with the Success Maker program, but also in the classroom, it's just been awesome. It really has. They're doing good at math.
I just think it is a wonderful way for children to have a different kind of experience that gives them success at their own pace.
And the excitement that you see from the teachers and the children will amaze you.
Oh, absolutely. They tell me that they're mathematicians. They say, "What are you?" "We're mathematicians." Yes, we are.
Mi hijo, antes de tomar el programa Success Maker, estaba, digamos, bien, pero eso lo ha ayudado, el programa lo ha ayudado a que encuentre dónde necesita él más ayuda o que siga avanzando, no nada más quedarse donde debería de estar, sino que vaya por más, que lo motiva a seguir aprendiendo, y eso para mí es importante porque no me gustaría que, ya lo sé, ¿qué hago? Nada. Entonces el programa, como es para cada nivel educativo personal del niño, eso le da a él la oportunidad de aprender hasta donde él sea capaz.